Next up on the agenda, we actually need to be playing as Wario. And, well, pretty obvious why. Pretty darn obvious. Somehow don't know. Well, it's time to finally head over to the invisibility cap stage. Okay. Because now that we have Wario to break the black bricks, yeah, I'll make things much easier. Now, of course, you have the red coin missions, which is pretty much the same as it's always been. But one thing that's obviously certainly different is the fact that, well, obviously there's no, invisibility cap switch. No, I wanted that one up. No. Oh, well. But, of course, there is one other thing. No. That will be showing off in this area. Yeah. Of course, using Luigi to, turn invisible with this star, but of course, no switch in sight. Just a star. But we're not quite done with the moat yet. I want to make sure I know your name, because for this, there's one more star to get. And for it, we need to be Mario. And of course, Wario is the only way you can actually get into the stage, so we gotta use a cap. And with Mario, there's this red box, which I don't think was in the original. Obviously, there wasn't a red one, but maybe there might have been one that was blue. I don't know. But over here, there's a new little section here that was not in the original. You know what? Just for preparation. Yeah. We got a switch star. And we gotta use Balloon Mario to ride our way to the star. It's a pretty generous one. And boom, just like that. It's kind of funny. Now you use Wario again. Yet he himself. You don't see him actually collect him. You see him in his disguise. Kind of funny. Not gonna lie. Of course, now that that's taken care of, let's head into good old Snowman's Land, which I'm curious. Okay, it's just generic. Just generic painting we can't open, but yeah. Here we go. On to Snowman's Land, which is definitely one of the most changed levels, I'd say. It may not seem all that different. Like this level in particular, it's pretty much the exact same. It's pretty identical, but this one changed. This place has changed a little bit, if I do say so myself. Oh, great. Oh, dear. This level I like normally going with the cannon for it, which I believe was in this igloo. Oh, what? I went behind it and got it? Okay, sure. So this area here is a little different. You got this little barbed wire cage here with a star in it. And on top of that, this whole place is different. Used to be like a whole bunch of like ice walls and all that stuff. But now this is what it looks like. Kinda crazy. How much it's changed. That is so weird. How the hell did I get in? How did I get in from behind? That is bizarre. Yeah, this whole place is different. And we'll go in a little bit more detail how different it is. But for now, we're just... For now, that'll have to wait. The next one of these levels in Snowman's Land, Mission 3, we're actually going to need Yoshi. We haven't really used him since unlocking the rest of the characters. Hey, so now he gets his time to shine. Quite neat. Even though Yoshi could arguably be the best character because you can swap the other characters off the dime, I kind of just stick with Luigi. And, I mean, he's just a better character, to be honest. But here we have Yoshi's Ice Sculpture. Had a different name in the original. And it's also, just in general, a different kind of level. As, before in the original, you had to kind of, like, maze through these, like, ice blocks, you know, kind of find the right path for it and all that stuff, but now this time we need to be Yoshi, and we're finally going to get to show off Yoshi's Power Flower ability, kind of. We kind of already seen it before, but it was kind of a one-time thing with the campfires, but now we have it as an actual power-up. Yoshi has a bad case of heartburn from gobbling enemies. The Power Flower, he can breathe fire. Try it out and stand him up by pressing it. For Barbecue Goombas delicacy. So with Yoshi, yeah, we instead burn down this ice. Pretty neat. Neat that Yoshi finally gets his time in the spot. It's arguably the last time he's needed, but yeah. I guess there technically is one other mission, but technically that's a little bit situational, and technically you don't need him, but you can use them if you want for them. But we'll get into that when the time comes. That won't be today. Next up, a brand new mission. Snowman Silver Star. Granted, I mean, a lot of the other ones you could argue are new stars. Could argue that, but I'd argue they're more rework stars. Whereas this one's entirely, you know, unique. They're collecting silver stars. Pretty self-explanatory. Thank you. The way we're doing this is simply put, ow. There we go. By the way, Luigi can just cheese this. Amazing. But we gotta use the Koopa Shell. This was once the method for getting the... It feels much steeper, but this was the method for the red coins. But as we probably saw, that has changed. Oh shit! Oh god! Oh dear! Oh dear! Whoa! 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 Good god.
Oh yeah.
That was a little close. 101, yeah. And next up, into the igloo. This was technically the last stage of the game. But now, here it is in all of its glory as the second to last move. What a neat change. Neato, neato, neato. Oh dear. The hell did it let me in behind? That's bizarre. Anyways. Ice can stop being so slippery. Crawl inside. Now the concept of it is kind of similar. The concept of this level is kind of similar, but it's also vastly different. Oh, I want that. No. Give me the 1-up. Lord knows I'll definitely need them. Ow! At this point in the game. Alright. And now the next star. Well,
Oh yeah.
also different, obviously. That being, well, red coins in the house. Very different from what it used to be.
Let's go.
But before I actually get into that mission, I'm gonna go collect some coins, because, you know, besides this one, we all only have 100 coin stars, so I'll be right back. Alright, so I've gotten a good chunk of the coins, not all of them yet. Gonna use some red coins as little scapegoats if I need to. If I ever need to. But these are red coins. Now in the igloo. Originally they were outside. Now in this one, not so much. They're instead in here. Crying out loud. Luigi! Give me that one up. I don't know how much I'll go through today. Definitely less than last time. I don't know how much I played today, but definitely less. Definitely a lot less compared to last time. But last time was a lot. Numero 8. There we go. And boom! Done with No Man's Land. Rookie us. And of course, give us some extra lives. We did 100 coin star. And now with that. And now on to the 11th world of the game, known as the Wet Dry World. Oh boy, I'm pretty sure this is the same. Mission overall is pretty much identical to how it used to be. Pretty much. Your usual stuff of, you know, finding various triangles, you know, change the water level. And, you know, that's how you play it. Luigi does make these a little less important, if I do say so myself. I'm pretty sure, yep. Still don't need the arrows, as usual. But this one's pretty much almost the same. Except for the very last mission, and obviously you know why.
Oh yeah.
Because they added stuff to it. Funny thing about this mission,
Let's go.
you know, here we got good old 5 Secrets in the Shadow of the Sky. There is a bit of a difference in this one. Not in the level itself, but literally the name. They added the number 5 to it. I'm not even joking. That's literally all that's new to this one. Pretty small, but it's a change. Now I think, yeah, Express Elevator Hurry Up can technically be cheese. As far as I'm aware, there was an invisibility cap in like this area here, but because we can be Luigi, we can just do that and get the star. Easy. Okay, this is actually interesting. So the guy that, you know, there's the cannon for you in Wet-Dry World, they moved him. They moved him to be over here, interestingly enough. Before you had to go to like the have the tide set to, you know, the highest level. And then it's like that platform over there, and there's that stone one right over there. That was how you were supposed to do it. That was how you're supposed to get in the original, but in this game, they, interestingly enough, changed it. Don't entirely know why that is, but I guess it was in a bit of an obscure spot, so yeah, maybe it was for the best. Even if the cannon's kind of redundant, because you can literally just either get in by having it at the high tide for this place, or just, you know, straight up, no, just like backflip with Luigi. Again, Luigi's backflip is just insanely good. It's almost unfair how good it is. Ow. Rude. There's now that all taken care of. Let's go into the brand new star for Wet-Dry World, Soaked Silver Stars. And it looks like a ball in the, you know, this part of the level and not the town. Come on. Really? Really? There we go. I think one of those blocks over there has some. Lower the tide a little. And lower it all the way to the bottom. Well, bottom of this area, because technically it's not the bottom. So, kind of a part of it. There's that one. Doesn't get that one open. Particular that one. Or my touchscreen just tapped. Probably higher up. I would guess. It's been a long. I've done a lot of playthroughs of 64DS. I've 100% more, much more than the original. It's been a long time since I've gone through this game. Like, I did 100% recently, but the thing is, it was like a file I had like worked on but never completed. And then I guess one day, like last year, I like just decided to like start actually getting that done. This cartridge has not had the 100% until the other file that we saw in the first part of it. Mini-series, you could call it. Every other time was on a completely separate file. I see. Luckily, I'm Luigi and can just be cheated. Right now. Oh, you know, that makes a lot of sense actually. No wonder they moved the Bob-omb Buddy, because technically they moved a star over here. Okay. That makes a lot of sense actually. That actually makes quite a lot of sense. My goodness. Once we're complete with our next world, we'll be at the original start count. But anyways. On to our next mission. Tall Mountain, which not much is different about this. Not much different about it either. But we'll be going through them eventually. I think in this log, I could be wrong, but yes. Another place for one of these mega mushrooms. Pretty cool. Pretty darn. Bit more, yeah! 20! Actually, I don't think this bridge was... I could be wrong. But I don't think this bridge was here. That makes... Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't, but a little shortcut for getting to the top is nice. Now I think about it, I do believe... Yes! We got the owl here. I don't think was in this particular world, so this is new. I know some areas added more owl locations. I think this one is one of them. If not, it could have been in the original. But I don't remember it being in there. So it's neat to have it. So the mission Mysterious Mountainside as a level has not necessarily changed. One element that is different about it is where the start location is. Once you're out of there, you know, you're in this little area here. In the original, there was no cage, so you could, like, exit the level if you wanted to. Like, if you wanted to use the slide as a way to get 100 coins, you could do that. This version is not so friendly with that, so keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, because it kind of sucks that it's like... Now, this next mission is pretty much the same, but, of course, one thing to note is that the missions have been rearranged a little. Last of the Lonely Island was the very last star of this place,
Let's go.
but in this game, it is the 5th one. So, yeah. Otherwise, it's the same level, you know. Get the cannon and blast off to the island. Or, well, I would say that. But guess what? I'm a Luigi. I can just use the backflip. Luigi's just too good. He is built different. I'm telling you. He's just built different. Now here's a brand new star introduced to this game. 5 Secrets of the Mountain. And this is one of the rare instances where there's no sort of Switch Star or Secret Star in a world. One of the few that's like it. I don't remember what the other ones were. But I think there is... There might be more. There might have been some earlier. I don't remember, but... Well... Yeah, I think this is like the one level in the entire game. Could be wrong, but... One of few levels that doesn't have Switch Star or Silver Stars. Instead, for this star, it's a little different. There's something new here. Hold on. And for it, we are going to need to be Mario for this one. And of course, luckily for us, there's a hat in this little grassy little area here. Quite nice. Could hypothetically switch to Mario normally, but I think it's just easier if we do it this way. Luigi's just a bad character. We have a wing cap here. And with it, we can fly around. And look at this. We got some flying rings, which were not in the original. But, going to the ones in the center... Shoot. The center ones give you a little bit of secret. It's kind of like the little... It's like the one Wing Mario level from up on Battlefield. Kind of like that. Can also work as a... It can also kind of work as a way to get coins for a coin star. But probably for the best you don't, you know, keep missing this one, but for the best you probably shouldn't, you know. Yeah, we got it, good. Probably for best you don't make one of these coins your 100, because it might be a little tricky to collect it, you know? That's that mission done with. Quite dandy. And now for our final one of these missions, we have Breathtaking View from the Bridge, which was once stage 5, now it's stage 7. And it's a little different. It's a little bit different. It's roughly the... But it's roughly the same level, but there's one thing about it that's different that we'll get into once we get to it. So, of course, the star is in its normal location of being behind this waterfall. But it's a little different. Obviously, for one, there's the bridge here, which I'm pretty sure in the original you had to use, like, blocks to, like, traverse up. I could be wrong on that. But, of course, there's also the fact that there is a black brick, so... Looks like this is a job for Wario, and lucky for us, there's a Wario cap right there. Almost like they did it on purpose. Because, let's be honest, are you really gonna climb up? I mean, I guess there is the owl, but... 120 stars! But there's the owl, but, like, otherwise, if you didn't want to take the owl, do you really want to go in as Wario? Climbing through all that when he's so slow and not that good of a jumper? I don't think so. Now, for the very next level in the game, it is time for Tiny Huge Island, which has had a few changes, to say the least. It's gonna start off pretty similar what it used to be, but there's gonna be some differences. I don't think Klepto was in this level, for one. I could be wrong with that, but I don't think he was there. That's neat. What some may call as Cheap Chop or Big Bertha is obviously a bit more similar to how their modern design is, obviously. Now, of course, the rematch with Koopa the Quick, well, on its own, it's basically the same level. But, of course, you know, this is a game with multiple playable characters and not just Mario. And the last time we went up against Koopa the Quick, he was like, oh hey, I need Mario, no one else. No, he wouldn't let Yoshi race. So, talk to him. Howdy, do you know where Mario is? I've been looking, but he's nowhere to be found. You don't look like you're busy. If you don't mind, would you bring Mario here? Thanks. I think it's the exact same dialogue, but yeah. This one also needs specifically Mario. And it's not too hard to do. Now our next star is actually very different. As the fourth original star of this world, 5 Itty Bitty Secrets, is cut from the game. They took it out entirely. Instead, we have Klepto the Condor as an entirely brand new level. I believe we have to be on the mini island for this, the tiny island. For this one, oh god, camera. Yeah, Klepto has the star. Alright. That's a brand new star. We'll end the video.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise, all the old stars are the same. And they are, in fact, in the same order. But of course, there's the brand new star. Well, la-dee-da, the giant island has an owl of its own. Don't know if this was an original, I don't think it was. Neato. Now, the boss itself is the same, but we're showing yours off to show just how much more detailed you could say Wiggler is, because he was definitely a bit... didn't really have all that many emotions, you know, N64 game and all that. But here we are on the DS where we can convey more emotions. But otherwise, it's pretty much the same boss fight. I believe I could be wrong on this. Yes. This wasn't really shown off in the original, but yeah, Wiggler does in fact get red. In the original, I'm pretty sure he kind of just glowed to signify he was angrier. But now, of course, we have the iconic angry red. The iconic angry Wiggler that we all know and love. Ah, there we go. And now he's smiling. Yay. For us. And then he kills himself. And now, the last star of Tiny Huge Island. I went as to move on that, but here we have Switch Star on the island. How does this one work, you may ask? Well, obviously it's a Switch Star. But how do we do it? How do we do it? How do we do it? You might be asking. Well, quite simple. Whoa. Ooh. Are a scary one. But we have to go into the cave area where we collected the 8 red coins. That's where we need to go. Pretty self-explanatory. And of course, heading inside. Well, there's the switch. I don't know. Well, you probably could do this in the original, but you can use these, you know, climb them. Climb these little bars here. I did experiment a little bit, but no. You can't just go into the Wiggler boss battle by using the invisibility. I tried. It did not work. And boom. Another one down. Another course down. Only 2 left to go. I'm already almost done with this adventure. Definitely a bit of a mini-series, you could say. as much as it would be nice to do a playthrough of this, it'd be nice to go through the whole game, show all of it. I mean, I've already done that in the original. I'm just showing what's kind of different. Anyways, what are you doing messing up my castle? I worked hard for it, but hey, I'm a sweet guy. I'll just let it slide this time. But bring me that Mario. My little beasties have a big surprise planned for him. Gwahaha. Once again, we need Mario. And this one's just, I don't know, kind of the most redundant one of all, because like, well, like, it takes you directly to Bowser. Not like any of that is the case at all. I mean, technically it does, but at the same time, it's also kind of a matter of, well, the fact that there are a bunch of levels. You know, you gotta go through a separate door, you know, unlock the final lock. But, get this open. Now anyone can enter. To us. Now here we have what's basically the third floor, but of course before we do anything, you know, mission-wise and you know, all that stuff. Granted, I mean, at least for me, and also probably for you, this part right here, you know, part 4, you know, our stopping point for today.
Oh yeah.
But I kind of want to show off one thing. No, well, I mean, I was gonna swap to Luigi anyways, because I mean, I just prefer playing as him more. One, I like Luigi more, but two, I mean, he's just more fun to play with. You know? But let's actually go through this door. Oh, to the door. Grr, even though I've lost this many power stars, Mario's the only one I can call my rival. No one else matters. Now scram! Gwahahaha. This one's a little different. Instead of being like, oh, get out, Mario has to open this. Oh, you can go in it. You can go in here. But it's the endless stairs. The only way you're gonna get past the endless stars, the endless stairs, is if you have 80 total power stars and you have Mario here. The only way you're gonna be able to get it. Otherwise, you're stuck here. Now, there's ways to get the other characters here, at least I think you can get the others, but I don't quite remember how it is, and I'm not skilled enough to do it. Ow. Anyways, next up on the agenda is TikTok.